Hi friends, welcome back to the fifth and final video in my series on the 5 principles of giving your child a self-directed, interest-led education. In this video, we're talking all about support. How can you support your kids in their interests and empower them to lead their own learning journeys? I'll be sharing strategies to help you do just that. Plus, I've created a free PDF download with a simple support exercise you can do at home. So let's jump in. If you're new here on Everlearn Academy, welcome. I'm Kimberly Robertson, a homeschooling mom of 4, ranging from middle school all the way down to an infant at the filming of this. I've been home educating my children since birth, and I am passionate about giving them an interest-led and self-directed education and learning all about the brain science behind it so I can show up as the best guide for them. I'm here to help as many families as I can on this marathon of homeschooling and support you in creating the education your family truly desires. I do that by providing one-on-one coaching for parents, online courses to help you get started in homeschooling, and so much more. All those details are in the description box below. So let's get into key principle number 5, and that is support. When you understand the power of offering your children authentic choices, you'll quickly realize that the energy you once spent on coercion now shifts towards helping enthusiastic kids achieve their goals. And trust me, supporting an inspired child does not take less effort. A child or teen who's on fire to pursue a dream, whether that's entering a science fair, auditioning for a play, getting top grades in geometry, or building a pet cage, raising chickens, or playing soccer, it usually needs lots of adult support. That might look like your time, money, help, advice, chauffeuring, listening, hand-holding, and of course, celebrating. But here's the good news. Helping your kids bring their ideas to life is deeply satisfying and often thrilling for both you and them. That said, I'm going to be real with you. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes supporting your child's ambitions will stretch you. But hey, that's life as a human, right? I mean, I know that for some people, especially those unfamiliar with this approach, it can sound really overwhelming, but here's the truth. This is how humans have learned for as long as time before modern school systems. True interest-led, self-directed education doesn't mean just telling kids to run wild and to leave them on their own. It requires time, energy, attention from parents who deeply care about their kids' learning journeys. And as I've said before, you don't have to guess what your kids are interested in, they will tell you. Now, let's address something important. Self-directed education done without support and guidance can go off track. That's when you hear terrible stories about unschooling gone wrong, where kids felt neglected instead of empowered. But if you're here watching this video, you're already on the right path because you're seeking the tools, the knowledge, and the community, and that's what's going to make all the difference. Your older kids especially need the security and love of wise parents who can set appropriate boundaries, pick them up when they fall, and most importantly, help them achieve their goals when they ask for help. There's a big difference between forcing kids to do something for their own good and being lovingly available when they request your help. If you have to describe support in terms of stage production, support is the crew that's behind the scenes. That's the light techs, the sound engineers, the costume designers, all the pieces that make the show possible. Now, let's go deeper and talk about the 5 principles of support. The first one is take care of yourself first. Always putting your kids first isn't support, it's martyrdom. Choosing to continuously allocate your time and energy to your kids' projects is wonderful, but not at the cost of your health and happiness. It's a balancing act. But here's the cool part. When kids feel generously supported, they tend to be more gracious and supportive of you when it's your turn to pursue something. Next, I have make sure the goals are theirs and not yours. The difference between support and pushing is ownership. If you give your kids freedom to choose their paths, you won't have to worry about pushing and they won't need to resist. And later in life, they won't look back and blame you for forcing them into things they never wanted to do. Let them set their own goals and watch them inspire themselves. Key number 3 is keep checking in on how much support they want and need. So kids, especially teens and tweens, they might act like they want space, but you know what? They're secretly craving more attention. I've seen this in coaching and with my oldest daughter. Teens and tweens need both freedom and reassurance. So they just know that you care. So stay connected, check in casually, and ask them how their projects are going, and then offer help, and then just keep checking in day after day. Number 4 is to help them identify strengths and weaknesses. Discover your child's learning style. Is it auditory, visual, or kinesthetic? Play to their strengths and gently help them build up weaker areas over time. So for example, an auditory learner absorbs information best through the ear that is spoken, while visual learners learn better with images and diagrams, and then kinesthetic learners, they learn better by doing and experimenting hands-on. So tailor your support, if you can, to your child's primary learning style. Next up, we have well-being comes first. So life brings challenges. That's developmental struggles, crises, or just tough seasons. Support isn't just about academics, it's about emotional and social well-being too. And sometimes reaching out for help is the strongest thing that you can do. I personally found reading great books and talking to trusted parents with older kids than mine invaluable. I want to give you a couple of suggestions of a few books that I highly recommend that has really helped me in my parenting and offering support to my kids. The first one is How to Talk So Kids Will Listen and Listen So Kids Will Talk by Adele Faber and Elaine Maslish. The Whole Brain Child by Dr. Daniel Siegel. Awakening Wonder by Sally Clarkson. And No Drama Discipline by Dr. Daniel Siegel and Tina Payne. Now let's talk about support strategies. Support looks different for a 4-year-old than it does for a 12-year-old, and even from month to month. The form it takes depends on your child and their interests. But at its core, effective support is about empowering your kids. Here are some practical ways to do that. The first one is drive them. Yes, be their chauffeur is part of the deal. Number 2, provide funds for lessons, books, and supplies when possible, or have them match funds if it's really expensive. The third one is a resource connector. Tell your child about people, events, and opportunities. 4, talk through plans and be their facilitator coach. 5, offer hands-on help and companionship when needed. 6, create bridges between them and their dreams. An example of this would be my daughter wants to be a professional baker, and so I am getting a cottage food license to help her sell her goods. 7, use your life experience to help them. Open savings accounts, organize clubs, assist with big projects. 8, teach them what you know, and that's pretty self-explanatory. 9, don't limit yourself to academics or interests that mirror yours. Support them because you love them. 10, keep an eye out for events, museum exhibits, opportunities, and that spark their curiosity. 11, plan trips or family weekends around their interests. And 12, take them to a great library and encourage them to explore all the resources that it has to offer. So I'm going to leave you with this. At the heart of support is resourcefulness. Use your resources, that's your time, your money, your experience, and love to help your children achieve their goals. Guide them to the resources that they need, and don't forget to care for yourself. You are your children's most important resource. All right, friends, I hope you found this video really helpful. Don't forget to grab your free PDF in the description below with prompts and ideas to help you think of ways to better support yourself and your kids. Please subscribe and share this video with anyone who might find it helpful, and drop a comment with your thoughts below. I just absolutely love hearing from you. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.